Good morning. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Hopefully everybody is having a good Christmas. Hopefully. Good morning. Good morning, Irie. Good morning. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. Trying to get my chat. There you are. Good morning. Good morning, Gracie. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning. Good morning, Laura. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Jimmy. Good morning. Good morning. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. So today, somebody is messaging me. Hold on. Make sure it's not work here. Nope, we're good. It's just telling me it's raining outside. It's raining. Thank you very much for the heart me. Thank you very much for the heart me. Y'all got your coffee this morning? I put mine in my, good morning, Bev. Good morning. Good morning. Put mine in my other coffee. Merry Christmas to all. Enjoy your time with family and friends. Absolutely, Sharon. Absolutely. I'm here by myself today, so we're going to be working on quilting the grandkids' quilts. So we're going to get started. We're going to get started on that. So first one we're going to start on is my grandson. I have one grandson and one grandson and four granddaughters, but we have five actually, because my youngest son has a niece that he has a lot of time, so we did a quilt for her too. So you gotta share the wealth. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna get this quilt. Good morning, Carrie. We're gonna get this quilt loaded on here. So let me show you the quilt that we're gonna be doing here. I got them all sandwiched. Here. So the one we're going to be doing is the Hulk quilt. We're going to be doing that Hulk quilt, and that camera is following me. I got to figure out how to make that camera quit following me. Hold on. Stop. Okay. Maybe it'll stop following me now. Okay, so this is the quilt that we're going to start. Good morning, Nikki. Good morning. Good morning. Merry Christmas to you, Miss Nikki. Hey, Barb. Good morning. So this is the quilt that we're going to start with this morning. So that'll be the first one. That will be the first one. So let me get some thread in here. And I'm thinking, there it goes. Follow me. Stop. Hold on. I've got to stop that camera from following me. There. Okay. It's got AI on it. And if you put just a certain gesture on it, it starts following me. I don't want it following me. Thank you, Gracie. Thank you. Thank you. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. Quit following me. It's following me. Stop. Hold on. I got to see if I can get this thing to quit following me. Quit following me. Stop. Things driving me batty here. Okay. Stop. Okay. This is crazy, guys. Stop. Okay. Stop. There. Okay. Now I've got it stopped following me. Thing crazy. Okay. So I'm thinking we will put... We have green on the back. So I'm thinking we'll put some green thread. You're driving me crazy, thing. Driving me crazy. Let's see. What do we have? I have a few green, so I'm thinking we're going to do some green thread on that back. Pre-wound bobbins, y'all. I love pre-wound bobbins. I just want to make sure that I have enough before I start. Because I don't want to start quilting it and then all of a sudden not have enough. I got lots of purple in here, so I think we'll be good for... Maybe we'll do a neon color. We could do a neon color on there. That looks like a neon green. See how many of these we can find here. I think if I could find 3 of them, I think we'd be good. On there. There's a neon green. There is a neon green. Okay. I think we're going with the neon green. Why not? Why not? We're going to go with neon green. Neon green. Load that one there. We're going to load the big hoop. So we're going to load the big magnetic hoop in here. And I got some new designs by Juju. So, parts Z. They're look like they're going to be kind of fun. So we're going to be using those. I'm doing some quick ones that aren't too hard to stitch out. So those are the ones that we're going to do. So, I want to do, I'm thinking we want some, look at that. I was making had fun with a mug rug this morning. I'm thinking green. Do we want dark green? I'm almost thinking this color green. We're going to do this color green for the quilting. That color green. We're not doing variegated on this one. I know a lot of times I do the variegated thread, but not there on this one. Good morning and Merry Christmas to y'all. Good morning, good morning. Okay, so move this out of the way. We're gonna turn that camera on. To load this in here, and I always have that extra on the outside edges. That way we can quilt some more in there. So there is the edge. So we're going to quilt right there. You're going to see in the hoop, it's going to have, it has that batting up top, but it's not going to get quilted up there, so we'll be okay. We will be okay there. Make sure the bottom is okay. I think we're okay on the bottom. I think we're good. I think we're good. We're going to say okay. Okay. And it's only 2 minutes per hooping. Yay. 2 minutes per hooping. So we'll be good. We will be good. And that thing is still following me in here. Stop following me. Stop. Hold on. I'm trying to get that thing to stop. Stay there. Okay. Oh, stop. Might help if I thread it, huh? I didn't thread it. I figured this would be a fun design for this quilt. I think we're going to use this one for this quilt and the dinosaur quilt. I should have already had these done. I know I should have already had these done, but that's okay. We're just going to finish them today. How is everybody's day? How is everybody's day? And Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope everybody has a wonderful Christmas today. Anybody joining? We are working on Christmas quilts this morning. We are working on Christmas quilts this morning. Do you baste your quilt before you machine? I do not. I do not. So with the embroidery machine, you're in a magnetic hoop, and with it being in the magnetic hoop, you have the option of when you're loading that in there, you're able to pull. You want to be able to pull that quilt taut. And if you have it basted, a lot of times it'll end up scrunching and you can't pull it tight. So this way you're able to pull the top, you're able to pull the bottom, and it makes it where it gets it all tight in there. And as you can see, it's really tight in there. So that's your goal, is to be able to get it tight. So I don't baste it. Other people do baste it. Other people start in the middle. I start on the edge of mine. I've tried starting in the middle. And with starting in the middle, I find that I end up with it scrunched on sides. I just have a hard time with that. So, okay, so on this design, you have a start and a stop point on here. And with that start and stop point on here, when we go to our next hooping, what we'll do is we'll turn that projector on, and I'm going to move it over to the starting point. That way I know exactly where to hoop that next point. So we're going to come here, move this over here, right here. Heading down to help prep for dinner. Awesome, awesome. Enjoy your day, Sharon. Enjoy your day. So we're going to move this over here. We're going to move this over here. Like I said, we have a start point here. We have a start point. So I'm going to move this down here to that start point. I think we'll get it hooped right there. And sorry if I missed your question, guys. Once we get this hooped, I'll check your questions out, guys. Move that up, make sure it's going to be okay. Okay. And it should start right there where the other one ended. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for joining. Thanks for joining. We are quilting some Christmas quilts. These are the grandkids' quilts. I got them all finished. I just didn't get them quilted. So we're going to be quilting these today. It takes about 2 minutes per hooping on this. So I'm hoping we'll be able to get these quilted fairly quickly this morning, and then we'll get them all binded. I have one more to piece, but if we can get these quilted, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. So it only takes a couple minutes. We're not doing a really intense quilting on there. Just something fun, just something to get it quilted. Just something to get it quilted. So do you anything with SF 101, I think, and just to keep layers. So with the SF 101, I use that on the t-shirt quilts. With these, these are all cotton quilts, so I don't do any kind of a stabilizer or anything on these quilts. When you're doing a t-shirt quilt, I do add a stabilizer to those. Hopefully Saturday. Hopefully we'll give them to them Saturday. Oh, mirror, please. Okay, sorry. Hold on. Let me get the mirror. There you go. There you go. Sorry about that. Yeah, I should be giving them to them on Saturday. So you're welcome, Gracie. You are welcome. Weave doom right there. Yeah, the projector is cool. The projector makes it really nice because it tells you exactly where it should be. So once we get this next row done, we'll look at the back and see how the back is looking too. We'll see how that back is looking. So we'll turn that projector on again. Projector's phenomenal. When you got a projector, you're like, oh my gosh. It's a game changer. It is totally a game changer. So we'll move this over here. They said this one has that start and stop on it, so you're able to see exactly where you're supposed to put that quilt. So, and like I said, if you don't have a projector, and I've done some videos on this, you can create yourself a template. Kimberbell has pre-made templates that you can use, and you can use with their designs. Or if you have some other designs you want to use, you can create your own templates. And I've showed y'all how to create those templates. So you can watch those. Make sure the back is not bunched. Make sure that back is not bunched. Look okay. I'm going to go ahead and get stitching. I'm going to look at the back. Back looks cool. Back looks cool. So stop. I forget that so it grabbed the fabric when it came back. I try to make it where it doesn't do that. Your first hooping is, or your first row can be a pain. Your first row can be a pain. So we're gonna rethread that. Rethread it. So what happens is a lot of times, and that's where you can actually do I think they call it a basting stitch around the edge of it. But then you can't make sure that it's good and tight. So, but that's okay. We can back it up a few stitches. That way we're good. There we go. So we're just going to back it up a few stitches. Okay. Back it up, back it up. Everybody ready for Christmas? Is everybody ready for Christmas? I'm hoping that we can get these done, and I'm hoping to be able to go deliver them on Saturday. Is my goal. My goal is to deliver Saturday, so. Thank you guys for hanging out this morning. Merry Christmas to all y'all. Hopefully y'all don't have to work. My husband ended up having to work, so he works in the jail, so needless to say, inmates don't get days off. Inmates don't get days off, so. Needless to say, you still gotta watch them. You still gotta watch them in there, so. This should stitch, like I said, fairly quickly. we'll have to come back and do, because it's got like, it's just a small section on the side. So I'll have to go and look at the designs they have to come back and get that side there. So. Okay, so we'll pull it off here right quick. I'm gonna pull you guys that way so you can see, and then we'll look at it. Do I? Yes, I do. Is your thread stand attached to your? It's actually got a magnetic thing in the top. It's actually got a magnetic thing in the top of it, so it's kind of cool. Let's pull this off here. Let's see what it's looking like. So, I think it's kind of cool, guys. I'm thinking it's kind of cool. So, like I said, it should stitch out fairly quickly. On there. So, just something to get it quilted. There. So, we'll go down to the next row. We're going to go down to the next row here. So, and again, Merry Christmas to y'all. Don't forget your coffee. Details on that. I just got a baby lot. Ooh, nice. Juju. Go look at Juju. Juju has some awesome designs, y'all. It's kind of cool. Yeah, they're really cool. Oh, your brother's sewing machine. Can you show me the top of it? Absolutely. Let me turn you back this way, and we can go back over this way. There you go. So this right here, let me show you. So this right here actually is a magnet. See, it's a magnet that sits there. So it actually sits right in the top of the what do you call it? The lid that folds over. So we're going to say okay. I'm going to turn that projector back on, and we're going to put it up to the top so we can line up that top. So I'm going to come back over here. I said, this is going to quilt fairly quickly. Yay. I did that. I did one the other day, and oh my gosh, it took me forever to quilt that thing. It took me forever, but it turned out gorgeous. I can't complain because it did turn out really good. So we're going to load, come over this way. And over this way. There. And I kind of just pull all sides. The nice thing is you can pull it tight. That way the quilting looks really nice. On there. Check that bottom. You always want to run your hand on the bottom side. That way you make sure that the backing is not bunched on there. So we're going to say okay. And we're going to get quilting on that one. I think it's going to be pretty. Where did you purchase that lid, or what is the... So, the lid came with it. So this is a Luminaire 2 by Brother. And, it came with the machine. It's a part of this machine, so. Isn't it awesome, though? I'm thinking that you could possibly, how big is the quilt? So this is just, it's just a lap quilt for a little one, so it's probably, I'd say, I don't know, 60 by 50, maybe? I don't know, I didn't measure them. I just made the quilt tops, so. Like I said, it's for the grandkids, so. I don't really go by patterns, so. I don't know how big it is. We can measure after we get done quilting it, though. That way you can see. That way you can see. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the follows, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me this morning. And like I said, Merry Christmas to all y'all. Merry Christmas to all y'all. Isn't this a fun quilt for a boy? His request was the Incredible Hulk. His request was the Incredible Hulk. So I think we did pretty good on there, don't you? Oh, you're very welcome, Barb. You are very welcome. Thank you. When you press and hold the stop button while it is running, it shows the machine down to get over the loose edges. So when you press and hold the start and stop button while it's running, it slows the machine down to get over. Oh, I had no idea, Margaret. Thank you. Oh my gosh. That is a phenomenal thing to learn. See, we learn from each other, y'all. We learn from each other, so I appreciate that. I love that on my machines different. Mine is a Brother Innovis. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Does yours have the projector on it? What do you mean, Grace? Yours does not have the projector on it? I'm going to show y'all. So I'm going to do this next hooping and we're going to get it started. And I'm going to show y'all another project that we're going to start working on. Because we're about done with Christmas stuff, y'all. We are about done with Christmas stuff. So yay. I'm ready for the next project. So, and I think next week we actually will be working on that 3D bear. I think we're going to work on that 3D bear. So stay tuned for that. As long as I can get the this one's kind of hard to see, the all the embroideries done on it. So if we can get those embroideries done next week, we'll be doing that 3D bear, y'all. And anybody that's new in here, you guys get to choose my schedule. So, but every once in a while, I throw in a schedule. Today, I took over today, so I apologize. I took over today. I had to get the grandkids done. Grandkids took over priority here, so which is fine. I didn't figure you guys would mind. Didn't figure you guys would mind. Come on that way. Just got to pull. So the nice thing is when you're long arming, on the long arm, you're able to, you have those rods that you roll the quilt on. Well, here you don't have that possibility. So you end up having to, that's why I don't base my quilt, is because that way I'm able to pull them apart and actually pull the tops, the batting, or whatever I need to pull to get that going. So I'm going to... start. There. This is kind of cool. Kind of cool. I wasn't sure about it, but it's kind of cool. Okay, so I'm going to show y'all another project. I'm going to show y'all another I've used spray and it worked out. I may have to try it. So, another project that I'm going to work on. So, I don't know if y'all have ever, so I used to have a light box, and on the light box, I used to put like coloring pages on it and then trace it out with a marker. And then I actually took and colored those. So, morning, Miss Lisa. What I did is I actually printed out. I decided, I was like, I talked to ChatGPT and I'm like, hey, create me some coloring pages. So it created me some coloring pages. And I printed these, so this is fabric. They are printed on fabric. So what I'm going to do, and I did all of these with a cactus theme. Every one of these is with a cactus theme, y'all. Each one is completely different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and color these with Crayola crayons. I'm going to take and color these with crayons. And then if you take your iron, you want to put another piece of quilt on top of it. And with that quilt on top, or I mean a piece of fabric on top of it, and with the fabric on top of it, you heat set it in with that iron. If you heat set that the Crayola crayons in with the iron, it stays on there. It doesn't come off. So it works out really well. So we're going to be making a quilt with this. And I'm thinking next week, y'all. I'm thinking next week we're going to be doing this. So that is my plan. That is my plan. I'm hoping that we can do that. So that is my plan to do next week. So if anybody's interested and wants to watch the process of actually doing that, right, Irie? Right? I mean, it's going to be fun. It'll be fun. I have some other ones that I printed just to have some fun with. So yes, right, Maddie. So next week, let's say Wednesday. We'll do it on next Wednesday. How did you get the pattern on the So I printed it. I printed it with my printer. So, like I said, back in the day, I used to use a light box. You take my husband made me a light box. He took an old drawer from a dresser, and then took and put plexiglass on the top of that drawer, and then put one of the lights. You like one of these? I mean, now you could do one of these lights in there, but take and put one of those lights in the light box, and then when you turn it on, you're able to trace it all out. Well, I'm sitting there going, I got a printer, y'all, that prints these. So why do I do that? So I took and loaded my fabric paper, because these are fabric paper. Let me show you, because I actually printed off some fun stuff yesterday. But let me show you how that fabric paper works. So this is fabric paper. This is fabric paper. And what it is you have the paper on the back, and then you run it through the printer. Once you run it through that printer, you actually pull off the fabric. You pull off that fabric on there. So then you just have the fabric, and then the paper just goes in the trash, or I use it for the kids to draw on. The kids like to draw on it. So how fun is that one? Isn't she hilarious? Fun time. So I did do some new ones. I did print some new ones yesterday. Check out the chickens. Right? Yeah, the fabric paper. Just taking, y'all, ChatGPT. Go to there and say, create me some coloring pages and give it a theme. Give it a theme. So I got it on A. I got it on A, Barb. If you send me a message, I can send you the information on it. I can send you the information on it. So, but yeah, we'll probably be doing it Wednesday. Anybody new to me, Monday through Friday, 4:30 to 6:30 in the morning, I am on here sewing. I am on here sewing. We need to move the, and there goes the camera following me again. Okay, stay there. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to go down. Okay, so let's go ahead and move this. And this is like, I'm excited because this is stitching out fairly quickly here, y'all. Fairly quickly. Really liking the Hulk. The Hulk is cool. Yeah, who watched the Hulk as a kid? Okay, I'm going to show my age now. Miss Lisa, we're going to show our age. I remember watching the Hulk, the Green Man. It was with my mom and dad back in the day. Because what did the Hulk come out in the 80s? Early 80s? Barb, if you click on me, you should be able to send me a message. You should be able to send me a message. Okay, so we're going to come over this way. If I could tell you how to get to my tree, I have all the LINKs there for you. So Miss Lisa might be able to tell you how to get there. Can you tell them how to get to my tree thing, Miss Lisa? Okay, so we're going to put that there. Line that up. So TT decided that we can't put LINKs in here anymore. So, or you get restrictions. So I had to remove all those on there. So They make it hard sometimes, y'all. I just want to share information with y'all. Okay. We're good there. This is moving pretty quickly. Moving pretty quickly. Just keep stitching. Just keep stitching. And just a fun stitch. Just a fun stitch for this. Thank you, honey. Yeah, if you take a screenshot of it, you can get there. So, and you quit following me. Quit following. I'm trying to. If this thing has hand gestures and it's driving me crazy, it will not stay there. Okay. The camera's gonna follow me. Okay, coolness, Barb. Quit following me. Hold on, let me see if I can open the controls for my camera to make it quit following me. Hold on. My YT, thanks for the follow. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate your help. I'm trying to make the camera stop following me. There it goes, following me again. Yeah. So I got this new camera, and it decides it wants to follow me everywhere. So we're on to the next row. On to the next row. This is moving pretty quickly. I'm kind of happy with this. Kind of happy with this. How quickly this is going to go. Okay. I'm gonna roll this up. It's weird how once it gets quilted, it gets heavy, y'all. It gets heavy once it gets quilted. Okay. Start stitching. Okay. Now I gotta go back over here and see if we can fix this camera. Stop tracking. Go back the other way. Stop. This is what happened when I try to do something. what I get. Let's go back. Because now I'm going to have to fix it. So I'm just going to line it back up where it was. Line it back up where it was. And that way we can just fix it. We can fix it. We can fix it. That's what I get for playing. That's what I get for playing. Watch what you're doing, Carrie. Okay, so that is back where it should be. Right there on the line. Right there on the line. Okay, so we're going to say okay. Now we're going to forward. Back. Okay, so we're going to go right there. We're going to go right there. Okay. We fixed it. We fixed it. Okay. Try this again. Sorry about that, guys. So this is why you have to watch it sing. I never mind the mistakes if you know how to. Absolutely, I do know how to fix them. I do know how to fix them. As you see, it just started right back where it had started off, and we ended up having a mistake there. So, but it happens. And we're going to move back. Okay. It just wants to come back there. I don't know how to stop it from doing that. Good morning and Merry Christmas. Good morning and Merry Christmas. Good morning, good morning. Thank y'all for joining. Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas to everybody. So we got a few more. We're going to get this hoop pretty quick. We're going to get it quilted pretty quick. So I have to go. Thank you. Well, thank you for joining, Shell. Thank you for joining. And Merry Christmas to you. Very nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you. Let's hit the projector again. Very, very nice to meet you. Come join next week if you like. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. Well, depending on if we finish these. Depending on if we finish these. We may work on that fun coloring project. Where are we at? Where are we at? There you are. I couldn't find right there. I was thinking. We're going to see how that works. Pretty good. Pretty good there. Okay. What's everybody eating today? What's everybody eating today? I think we're actually just doing a whatever day because I think my husband is going to smoke the ham tomorrow, so he'll be off tomorrow. So today is just going to be I think he said he's got some tamale seed. I made us eat a corn dog. So we're not doing nothing special today. Nothing special today, so. Steak, sandwiches, and homemade. Ooh, yum. Can I come join you? That sounds yummy. Good morning, Miss Amy. Merry Christmas to you, Miss Amy. Merry Christmas to you. I'm quilting these Christmas quilts, Miss Amy. I gotta get the grandkids done. What's your plans for Christmas? Do you get to see the kids? This is going pretty good. This is going pretty good. Thanks for quilting with me today, guys. Thanks for quilting with me today. That means I'm not by myself for Christmas. You guys are hanging out with me, so that makes it nice. So I appreciate it. I appreciate it. What's the size of them? Sam, they're just little lap quilts for the kids. Just little lap quilts. I don't know the exact measurement. We can measure this one once I get it off here. We've got 5 more to do. We've got 5 more to do besides this one. So we got a few to do. We got a few to do. But once I get this one done, we'll measure it and we'll see how big it is. Move over there. We'll get it all measured. Because the grandkids are tiny. They're small. The oldest one's 12. The others are 2 5-year-olds, a 4-year-old, a 3-year-old. So they don't have to be that big. They don't have to be that big. Thanks for joining, y'all. Thanks for joining and hanging out. Kind of got messed up there, so we're gonna fix that. There we go. I like a lap size. Sam, I love lap quilts. I love lap. That is my go-to. I love to make lap quilts because I think everybody needs a lap quilt on their couch, on their recliner, wherever you're sitting in the living room. Just something to cover up with. Just something to cover up with. So I like to do those lap quilts. And especially being I'm in an RV, y'all. I'm in an RV, so I don't have a lot of space. I don't have a lot of space. So needless to say, kids like any size quilt, they can drag around, right? Exactly. So, you know, and they picked the theme of their quilts. They picked the theme of their quilts because the kids have learned that Mimi's gifts are homemade. Everything I do is homemade. So I got a call from my youngest son. He called me. He goes, the kids want to talk to you. So they were like, the one wanted the Highland cows, which is the next one we're doing is the Highland cows. And they're baby Highland cows. And then Jaden wanted the Hulk. And then the niece wanted unicorns. So those are the theme of those 3. And then my oldest son, so his youngest daughter wanted baby dinosaurs. So we have a dinosaur quilt we're going to be quilting. And then A for Adley is the theme on the other quilt. And then the other one is an anime quilt, Dragon Slayer, I think is what it's called. So that's the theme on that other quilt. So, like I said, I've got 6 quilts total. So, 6 quilts total. We'll see. We're going to see how this goes today. We're going to see how this goes. Hopefully. So, I think now I'm going to turn it sideways and see if we can quilt the other side here. Because we've got down to the bottom, we're going to be too big. And here, I'll turn y'all this way so you can see. I'll turn you this way so you can see here. So this is what we're quilting. This is what we're quilting here. Kind of cool. And then the back, like I said, this is just something fun. Just something fun. Something for them, like I said, to cover up with, to, you know, it's their theme. It's their theme that they chose. So, makes it kind of nice. So we're going to turn this sideways. We're going to turn it sideways. And we're going to quilt the bottom because I have the bottom to quilt here. So I'm thinking I'm going to start down here and go that way. That way we can quilt, because I think this will work. And bring that projector down. There. Right there. I think that will work. I think that will work. I like the magnetic hoops on doing the edge-to-edge quilting, y'all. If you don't, you know, I used to have a long arm. I loved long arming. But like I said, I don't have room for the long arm. So needless to say, this is my solution to not having a long arm. My solution to not having a long arm. So I'm going to feel the bottom, make sure the bottom's okay. Top's okay. Okay, so now we're going to come on here and we're going to quilt this one. So get this side quilted. Miss Lisa, did you get sleep last night? Four hours. Well, that's not too bad. I got, I think, almost 5, so. Yeah, very cool. Anybody that's joining, we are working on getting these Christmas quilts quilted for the grandkids, so. That is my total goal today, is get these. We're almost done with the first one. We are almost done with the first one, and we'll move on to the next one. The next one's cool. The next one is Highland Cows, and I use the same pattern on all of these quilts. So, same pattern on all the quilts. The one quilt has a little bit bigger squares on them, so. And the way I got these themed quilts, how I ended up doing the themed quilt is the, as you see in the Hulk in the middle of it, that's an actual DTF transfer. So, and it makes it kind of cool that you can do a theme. I mean, the transfers are the same things that are on your t-shirts, so why can't you add them to quilts? Why can't you add them to quilts? You're able to wash your shirts with no issues. So, my recommendation to the people that I do give these quilts to is to wash them in cold water. So, wash them in cold water. On an average, how long does it take for one quilt to be quilted? So, depends on the quilt. Depends on the quilt. So, the quilt, like these quilts will take, you know, they're just little bitty lap quilts. They'll take about an hour, hour and a half maybe. Your bigger quilts, like that last quilt I did, it took 10 minutes per hooping. And it was a fairly big size quilt. So, it was probably a little bit bigger than a single size. That took me almost 12 hours. That one took quite a while to do. So that one took quite a while. Depends on the quilt. Depends on the quilt. The smaller ones, like I said, depending on some of the designs take a lot of time. These is 2 minutes per hooping. 2 minutes per hooping, which is kind of cool because you're like, hey, I can quilt a quilt pretty quickly, especially with this, but you're very welcome, especially with the bigger hoop. Especially with the bigger hoop, because like this design right here is 10 by 15. It is a 10 by 15 design, so it's a fairly good sized design there. Fairly good sized design. Looks like we're going to be able to get this on there. Are we going to be able to get this? Hopefully. thinking it'd be okay. Right there. I feel like it's quiet, y'all. Probably because I'm not talking. I need to talk more, right? Speak up, Carrie. I'm thinking too much. I'm thinking too much. Get that one going. Okay, so the bottom's okay. Okay, so we're going to stitch. So this will be the last stitching on this side. And then I got to go to the other side because it's a narrow section on that other side. So I got to see what we need to quilt over there. I got to see what we need to quilt over there. I got to try what Margaret was saying, that if you hold the start and stop down, it slows it down. That's kind of cool. Go back over that way. Thank you, Irie. You were always awesome. Thank you, thank you. Fun quilting design. What do y'all think about the quilting design? I think it's a cool design. Like I said, we'll do this one. I'm thinking we'll do the same quilting design on the dinosaur one. So I think we'll do the same one on the dinosaur one. Thanks, Barb. So this is, it's almost 5:30. So it's taken us almost an hour to get this quilted. So probably hour and a half for these little ones. Hour and a half for these little ones for the quilting. So, and it depends on how big of a hoop you have. Depends on how big of a hoop. So. So we're going to turn this way. So I think we have a small section. It's almost like, do I quilt it or don't I? Let's see. Let's get it hooped. Get it hooped. Once we get it hooped, we can look and see. So I'm going to take a tape measure, measure this. So looks like I can go 5 inches. So let's see if I have a design that is 5 inches. Delete. So when you get these embroidery designs, they have different sizes in them, so which makes it kind of cool. This one is 6.5 by 11. 6.5. That's the same one I just chose. This one is 5.5 by 10. How about we do that one? How about we do that one? We're going to embroider. And we're going to hit that projector. And they should line up. They should line up. I'm going to move this guy up. Means it's not as big as the hoop. I can actually just move the design around. So let's go up here, make sure we're good up here. Okay, I think we're going to be good. I think we'll be good. So I'm going to go ahead, and it should start right there where that one stopped. Start right there where that one stopped, y'all. And we're going to see how this works. Okay, slow it. Oh, that's kind of cool. Did you see that? It slowed it down. It literally slowed it down. Thank you, Margaret. If you're still on there, thank you. Because I have to say, when you get to the edges, it's like, oh my gosh, you don't want to grab the fabric when you're coming back, and you want to be able to make sure it doesn't grab that. How cool is that? How cool is that? That is awesome. So, big shout out to Margaret. So thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's go ahead and go down to the next one. Move it down. And these are different sizes, so I think we're just going to line up the top here. Line up the top. Thank y'all for joining. We're doing Christmas quilts today. I've got 6 quilts to get quilted for the grandkids. So this is the first one that we've got done. We're almost done with this one. This is a Hulk quilt. Our next one that we're doing is going to be a baby Highland cow. A baby Highland cow. So we'll be doing that one. We just learned something new on this machine. If you hold that button down, it'll go slow, and you don't have to worry about it popping off the side of the fabric. So very nice thing to learn. Very nice thing to learn. So that was kind of cool. You learn things new every day. You learn things new every day, which is cool. Okay, so we're going to move it down. We're going to keep moving down on here. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Irie. Thank you very much. You are a sweetheart. You are a sweetheart. Keep going down. I think we have... I don't know, because that one kind of went... That one kind of bunched a little bit, but that's okay. It's still going to work. We're just going to make it work. We're going to make it work here. Sometimes you can fix things on the quilt with the quilting. Sometimes you can fix things on the quilt with the quilting here, y'all. Spot here. Kind of messed up. That's okay. We'll be able to fix it with the binding and between the binding and the quilting, y'all. It'll be okay. It will be okay. I almost thought of it, maybe I should have, but I had some variegated thread that was green and purple. That might have been fun. That might have been fun on here, y'all. Could have been fun. So we have, I think this is the last hooping because I don't have enough room on the next one. So last hooping for this one, then we're gonna move to the Highland Cow one, y'all. The Highland Cow is just the cutest thing. It's got baby Highland cows on there. Baby Highland cows. So we'll get this one finished and then we'll hoop the other one there. Oops. Don't put your hand in there, y'all. That'd been bad. Been like, what did you do today? Oh, I watched Carrie sew her hand. That would have been bad. Bad, bad, bad. Okay, last one on that. Take that out of there. Okay, so we will look at this one right quick. We will look at this one right quick. Move y'all up. So this is the one. So this is first one done, guys. First one done. Where are we at here? Where are we at? That's upside down. Upside down. Okay. So this one is all done. This one is all done. So now we'll move on. Let me go grab the other one. We'll just keep moving. We will keep moving. Hey Jacob, how are you? So we'll go and grab the other one and yes, awesome, right? I'm excited. So the next one I think is going to have some hearts on it. I've got some swirls with hearts. So I think the next one is go. Merry Christmas to you, Miss Crystal. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you, Shirley. Okay, so let me go grab the next one. Let me go grab the next one. So these are, we're going to make a stack. We're going to make a stack. So I'm going to move y'all over. Go grab. I got a stack of quilts ready to quilt, y'all. One down. One down. 5 more to go. Okay, so our next one we're doing is the Highland Cow. Next one we're doing is the Highland Cow. So we're gonna get this one. This one's gorgeous, y'all. This one is gorgeous. So this is the next one we're doing. This is the next one that we're doing. So how cute are those? How cute are those cows? Merry Christmas from Arizona. I'm in Arizona. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. Where are you at in Arizona? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hoop this. I'm going to go ahead and get this one hooped. We're going to load that design on there. So we're going to go this way. The camera keeps following me, y'all, so don't track me. I'm trying to make it not track me there. Okay. Yeah, the Highland cows are awesome, right? The Highland cows are awesome, so. I need to, that was pretty close. That was pretty close on quilting that one. That was pretty close. So we're going to take, We're going purple. We're going purple. So we're going to get this one hooped, and then we'll load that design. And I'm thinking we may do some variegated thread on this one. We may do some variegated thread. I like to have fun with variegated thread. I don't know if you've ever quilted with variegated thread, y'all, but the quilting with the variegated thread is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So some hooped. You always make sure, check that bottom. Make sure that the bottom is not delete. So I'm going to go pull designs because I got a couple of designs today from Juju. That one. That's the one I'm looking for. The other one was too much. Too much. Okay, so 15 by 10. That works. So this is going to be hearts and loops. Hearts and loops, y'all. But I need to get the correct thread on here because we don't want to put green. That would be bad. I put green on your quilt, Alexis. So this one is for Alexis. So get the green back over here, and we're going to do... I thought I had... I think we're going to do that one. I think we're going to do that one on there. So this one also only takes 2 minutes. Yay! So we're going to be able to quilt this one fairly quickly too. So this one will quilt fairly quickly, y'all. So, oh heavens, I just got my magnetic hoop. I've been putting fabric on top, not hoop. Been putting the fabric on top. Oh no, you got to put it in the magnet. You got to put it in the magnet there. Okay. That's the nice thing is it holds it. It'll hold it on there, so. So this is going to be loops and hearts, y'all. Loops and hearts. Aren't those the cutest cows? Are they not the cutest cows? Yeah, I love the magnets are very hard though. The magnets are they're very strong. Very, very strong. I use sheets on the back of my quilts, y'all. I use sheets. I try to catch cells on just the top sheet. I try to just get the top sheet. A lot of times you can catch cells on, especially this time of year. Check those cells, and just, a lot of people don't use sheets, but I like to use sheets. Just make sure you're careful on that thread count. Make sure it's at least a 300 thread count on those sheets, because if not, you might have some issue. You might have some issue. That is pretty. That is quilting really pretty. Move over. Thank you. Where's my thing? There you are. I was like, where is my start? Right there. Right there. Stay there. You always feel the bottom, and you can pull that backing, make sure that it's tight there. So it's okay. Now it should go back over there and start where it stopped. Start where it stopped. Do you baste the layer? I do not baste the layers. I do not baste those layers, because I find that if I basted the layers, then I'm not able to make sure they're all tight when I have them in the magnetic hoop. If I didn't have the magnetic hoop, I probably might baste the layers. That way they stayed together. But with this magnetic hoop, the nice thing is you can actually pull the layers tight. That way you make sure that they're tight when you're quilting them. So. Yes, cotton batting. I use cotton batting. Thank you for all the gifts. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Isn't that heart just the coolest? Can y'all see the heart? I don't ever know if y'all can see the heart or not. I'm finishing quilts for my grandkids' rag quilts. Very cool. Rag quilts is fun. Arizona City. You're in Arizona City? I lived in Arizona City. I'm in Globe, so. I used to commute from Arizona City. You can't see them? Okay. Once we get done with this row, I'll hold it up and show you the hearts. That way you can see them. They turned out really pretty. They're turning out really pretty, y'all. Can we do a rag quilt? Absolutely! We can do a rag quilt. Why not? We can add it to the list. We will add that to the list. I used to have a die for my AccuQuilt to cut the rag quilts. But yeah, we can do that. We can add that to the list. I downloaded a bunch of quilt designs for my embroidery. Awesome. Yay, Barb. That's awesome. Very cool. If you have questions, let me know. More than willing to assist you. More than willing to assist you. Let me hold up. I want you guys to see the hearts. Can you see the hearts? Isn't that pretty? I think you can see it there. I have one with long magnets. I was holding 1-inch. Okay, cool. Ow! Yeah, the magnets are hard, y'all. Magnets are hard. I like the way they work, but sometimes they catch you. They'll pinch you. Sometimes they will pinch you. Move that over. Move that over. Moving on over, moving on over. Right there. So this is the last hooping on that top row, and then we'll move down to the next row. Like I said, these are going to quilt fairly quickly because we're doing quick designs today. We are doing quick designs. I do not have time because I have all these quilts to do. Because depending on the design you use, it's depending on how long it takes to quilt these things. So, get back up there. Get to back up there. And I always fill the bottom. I always fill the bottom. Make sure that it's good. Make sure it's good there. Yes, very nice to meet you too. Very nice to meet you too. Thanks for hanging out. And again, if y'all are new to me, give me a follow. I'm on Monday through Friday, 4:30 to 6:30 in the morning. Today we're going to go longer. We're going to go longer today because, number one, it's Christmas. If you guys want to hang out, we can hang out. Because we're quilting. We're just quilting Christmas quilts today, so hang out with me. I hand stitch a king quilts one time and did hearts on the entire border every. Awesome! That is cool. If you have a picture, I'd love. I'm sure it did take you a year. Oh my gosh! I do not hand stitch. I've got I have tennis elbows, so needless to say, I'm not able to hand stitch. It just I can't grip something that long. So. Behooves to you. That is awesome. That is very cool. That is very cool. Stop. We're going to use that slow motion thing there. Aren't these cows cute? So like I said, these are transfers. These are DTF transfers. There's actually a place local to me here in Phoenix that actually prints them, and they're phenomenal. They do a phenomenal job on them. So highly recommend them. And they do next day shipping. That's the nice thing, is they do next day shipping on those too. Don't forget your coffee. Get your coffee out, y'all. Merry Christmas! Thank you for joining. Merry Christmas to y'all. I'm hoping everybody is going to have a wonderful, safe Christmas. If you're out there traveling, please be careful traveling, y'all. If you're hanging out with us, hang out for a while. Watch the quilting. Like I said, we've got 6 quilts, y'all. We've got 6 quilts to finish today. This will be the last hooping on this side, then we'll move on to the next one. Each hooping is taking about 2 minutes. It takes about 2 minutes per hooping. So it quilts fairly quickly, but it makes it look really, really gorgeous here. I'm excited because I'm liking the way it's turning out here, y'all. Liking the way it's turning out. Okay, we'll move down to that next row, down to the next row. This is exciting. This is cool. Turning out pretty, y'all. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And then you can see the back. The back has got, is quilting out pretty too. The back is quilting out pretty too. So, very cool. Very cool. All right. So we'll move on to that next row. And I just learned something. If the color of your thread is different on there, it makes the design pop out on your fabric when you're lining it up. So I might have to look at that. I might have to look at that when I on those designs, because I'm like, hey. Fill the bottom of it, make sure it's not bunched. Make that okay. You don't want to grab that, so we kind of roll it up. Just rolling it up. Rolling it up here. How do you know where to line it up on the next section? So the next section, on the next row, what I do is I take on my machine, I take and go to the upper left-hand corner. If you go to that upper left-hand corner and then line it up this way and line it up this way, then you'll know where to put it on the next row. That way it's lined up on top this way and then lined up on the side. So that's how I line it up on the next row. Aren't they the cutest? Aren't they just darling? I'm thinking she's gonna love this. I'm thinking she's gonna love this, so. She said cows, so I said, okay, we're gonna have fun with cows. We're gonna have fun with cows, y'all. And it's funny, it says cow heart on their hats. Do what, Barb? Did I miss your question? Are those printed cows? So they're on DTF. They're DTF transfers. Hopefully. They're DTF transfers that I got. So it's like the transfers that you have on your shirts. Like the ones that you have on your shirt, so. Who's messaging? Oh, that's. Gonna be pretty. Pretty. Oh, you missed about lining it up. So, Barb, to line it up on there, what I do. Here, I'm gonna turn it. We're gonna turn this way for a minute. So when I line it up on there, so I take it in the upper right-hand corner. In that upper right-hand corner, so you line it up the top and then on the side. Up the top and on the side. That way it's lined up at that corner. And then once you line it up on the corner, when you go to your next one, you're able to line it up there. So that's kind of how I line it up. how I line it up there. So you're very welcome. You are very welcome. Very welcome. Always willing to help out. Look at that one. Is he not cute? Cute, cute. It's kind of cool how they're lining up. Kind of cool how they're lining up there. Oh, the one up top is cute too. He is cute too. Fun times, fun times. Thank y'all for joining. Thanks for joining, guys. Look at this guy. Isn't he cute? So the next one I'm quilting has got unicorns on it, and they're quilted unicorns. It's kind of cool. The unicorn's body looks like a quilt, so they look like a quilt on there, so it's kind of cool. This is an easy quilt to make. An easy quilt to make. Literally all you do is you take, so these are 10-inch squares. You take two 10-inch squares, you sandwich them right sides together, and you sew all the way around this. You sew all the way around it. Close that up. Then you take a ruler, your quilting ruler, and you draw an X on it. Okay? Once you draw that X on it, what you do is you take and you grab in the center and you pull those two pieces of fabric apart. That way you can tell that the fabric is on each side. And then you take a pair of scissors, and I do have a video on this. You take a pair of scissors and you trim it, and then you actually cut where you drew that line and you pull it apart. You just want to make sure the one that you're cutting is not the one that's got the image on it. You want to make sure that the one that you're cutting is not the one that has that image on it. So, but it makes a pretty quilt, and it's a pretty, and it's a quick, and it's an easy quilt. Pretty quick and easy. So thanks for the gifts, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. Okay, we got one more hooping on this side, and then y'all, we're moving here. We are moving. Just keep a quilting. Just keep a quilting. Moving right along. Moving right along here. Let's see. Where are we at? There you are. There you are. Bottoms. a little bit needs a little bit tighter. Then this is why I don't baste it. That way you can actually grab the either the top or the bottom and kind of pull it and make sure it's all good to go. All good to go there. Okay. This one I'm lining up pretty good. Sometimes you have a problem getting it lined up, but this is lining up pretty easily. This one's lining up fairly easily here, so thank you! Thank you very much for the gifts, y'all. Good morning and Merry Christmas to you. Good morning, how are you? Thanks for hanging out, y'all. Thanks for hanging out on Christmas. Thanks for hanging out on Christmas, because I'm sitting here by myself. And I'm like, oh, what am I going to do? That way I'm not sitting here talking to myself, y'all. Look at this one. Here it is, so cute. It's got the pink car, or cow heart. They call them cow hearts. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool. So we'll get this one quilted. We'll move on to the unicorn one. And then, like I said, I'm just gonna keep quilting. If you guys want to hang out with me, that's awesome. I usually don't have this many quilts to quilt, but well, that's kind of cool. Ended up lining up with being a heart right on the cow. A heart right on the cow. Okay, next row. I'm thinking on this one, I'm going to flip it around the other way. So on this one, instead of lining it up on the left-hand corner, I'm going to line it up on the right-hand corner because I flipped the quilt around. So I flipped it around, so we're going to line it up down here. We're going to line it up down there. And as you can see, this is why I put extra batting and edging on my quilt, is that way you can get quilting further over. You can quilt further over. Gosh, that hoop is like, hello. It's like really, really strong there. Okay, make it come back this way. Make it come back this way. Okay. Sometimes it's hard to quilt, or I mean hoop. But once you get it hooped, it goes okay. Once you get it. Sometimes, guys. Okay. Ta-doom, ta-doom. Thanks for hanging out, guys. That's cute cows. Cute cows. Cute cows. And thanks for all the follows, and thanks for all the taps and the gifts, y'all. You guys are awesome. I appreciate it. Good morning, Cynthia. Sorry I missed you hopping on. You stayed up late watching a series. What series you watching? What series are you watching? Anything good? We've been watching Fire Country and Landman. I think literally that's the only thing we watch. Thank you, Irie. We're going to let that stitch. And we're going to say hi. We're going to say hi. Maybe. Say hi. Okay. There. Okay. You got to get the name of it? You have to get the name of it. Let us know what you're watching. Anybody watching anything good? Anybody watching anything good? Like I said, we're watching, I think Landman is the name of it, and Fire Country. So, those are the only two we're watching right now. So, thank you, Irie. Thank you very much. Sweaty Teddy. There's all kinds of them. You're just having fun with that one, aren't you? We're just having fun. They have some really cool Christmas ones. Let's see if we can find a goal for a Christmas one here. We watch an Outlander. Oh, very cool, Lisa. Very cool. Very cool. I have not seen that one. I know Ma and Jackie watched that one, I think so. You just love Easter. Very cute. Very cute. Very cool. Very cool. But thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. Thanks for hanging out, and Merry Christmas to any of y'all that I missed. I appreciate it. We were just having fun doing some quilting here. We were having some fun doing some quilting. So we have this one to quilt. I got 4 more. So new and last comes out next year. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Thank you. Yeehaw. We're going yeehaw today. We're going yeehaw today. Thank you. Thank you. Like I said, we have the Hulk one that we just quilted. We are now working on the quilt one. Next one up is a unicorn quilt. And then I have a baby dinosaur quilt. And then I have an A for Adelie quilt. So, all creatures, great and small, PBS. Very cool, Bev. Very cool. I used to watch for a little while, Cynthia. I'm going to be on for a little while, probably till I get done quilting these. Probably at least till I get done quilting these. I was in the bushes, Carrie. Merry Christmas, Sarah. Merry Christmas, Miss Pearl. Merry Christmas to you. So, yeah, I'll be on for a little bit, Cynthia. Yeah, if y'all want to hang out with me, I'll stay on. If y'all want to hang out with me, I'll stay on. So, I'm going to add a new goal. We're going to edit our goal here. Because we're going to see how many Christmas gifts we can do. We're going to see how many Christmas. I'm going to scroll down to Christmas. And y'all don't have to do these, but I'm just going to add Christmas ones on here. We're going to see. Sometimes how much they are is ridiculous, but we're going to see what Christmas ones on here. So, like I said, I'm just throwing them on there. Please don't think you need to do them, because you do not need to do them. We're just going to add Christmas. I'm going to see all the Christmas ones I can find. Where are you at, Christmas? Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. We're going to add that one. Christmas. Christmas. Where are you at, Christmas? We're going to add through. We're adding Christmas, but like I said, I just add Christmas because I like Christmas, and Christmas is fun. Where are you at, Christmas? Where are you at, Christmas? That one's Ghost. That's Ghost. Ghost, Ghost, Ghost. Where's my Christmas themes? Snow Angel. We're going to go Snow Angel. Confirm. Got one more. We're going to add one more on here. Some of these are crazy. Some of these are way too much, but it's only Christmas ones. Crystal Crown, is that a... That almost looks like Christmassy. Update. Okay. There we go. Are these... Yes, they are Christmas gifts. They are Christmas gifts. So, we just finished... These are for the grandkids. These are for the grandkids. So, this one, where are we at? So, this one is the Hulk. This one's for the grandson. So I have one grandson and 4 granddaughters. One grandson and 4 granddaughters. So this one was for the grandson. This one's for the grandson. Y'all, check that out. So how fun is that? So we just got done quilting this one. And now, now we're going to be quilting, we're working on the cow. And then once I get done with the Highland cow, we'll move on to, I've got a quilted unicorn. I have a quilted unicorn one that we're working on. So kind of cool, kind of cool. That one. Okay. Good morning, Colestad. Merry Christmas. You probably are going to have a fun Christmas with all those kids. Fun Christmas with all those kids. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, so I need to move on to the next one here. So we're going to move back this way. And do that one. Move you back there. Almost forgot what way I was going. I was like, oh, hey, I'm good. I'm good to go. I thought about possibly doing freehand quilting. Would you guys like to see freehand quilting? Because I could freehand quilt the next one. I could freehand quilt that next one. Okay, Barb. We'll do the freehand quilting on the next one. We will do that on the next one. Yes, on the freehand. All right, we'll do freehand on the next one, Antonia. Going to send you pics of the quilt top I have. Just not sure what designs to put on. Awesome. Yeah, send them over, Cynthia. Send them over. Good morning, Miss Debbie. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? We got one more row after this one. One more row after this one, and then we will pull that other one out and we'll do a freehand. We'll do a freehand on that one. Okay, we got 3 more hoopings. 3 more hoopings and we're done with this one. Actually, we're going to do 2 more hoopings, I think is what it was. Because I think we did 2 hoopings last time. And it got... I always like it when it hoops really quickly. When it hoops quickly, it's like, oh yes, thank you. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out, guys. So next one up is the unicorn. Next one up is the unicorn. Hold on, stop. Come back this way. Next one up is a unicorn, and I'll be doing freehand on it. I will not be doing in the hoop. It'll be a freehand. So if y'all want to see freehand, hang out. And I'll show y'all how I meander. Or meander, however you want to pronounce it. Everybody pronounces it differently. Everybody pronounces it a little different, so. So I think we got 1 more hooping after this. 1 more hooping after this, y'all. And you know what I'm going to spend the rest of my day doing? Binding. Binding, y'all. But that's okay. I have a quick, easy way for the binding, so won't be bad. Will not be bad. Okay, so last hooping. Last hooping. This one turned out cute too. This one turned out cute too, guys. Okay, while that's stitching, I'm grabbing the other quilt. Last hoop. It's always exciting when you get that last hooping. Always exciting when you get to that last hooping. So, like I said, after this one, we're gonna do the I'm calling them quilted unicorns. They're quilted unicorns, but we're gonna freehand that one, y'all. We are gonna freehand that one. We're gonna have some fun quilting. I'm gonna show you how I freehand. I love to quilt. And meandering is therapy for me, so I know my friend Nikki disagrees with me, but once you get the gist of how to do the freehand quilting, I think you'll be good. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow, y'all. I said we'll get this one. This is last hooping, so we'll get this one stitched out. Once we get this one stitched out, I will show you that next quilt we're going to do, and like I said, we're going to freehand it. We are going to freehand it. Okay. Get this one pulled off here, and I will show y'all. Let's come back over this way. Come back over this way, and I'll show y'all this quilt. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to pull this one off. Show you this one. Okay, so that's 2 down this morning, y'all. 2 down. We got 2 quilts down. 2 quilts down. Is that not cool? And the back has got the hearts quilted on it too. The back is all quilted with the hearts too. So, kind of cool. 2 down. I have decided I am a piecer, not as much as a quilter. I have 10 tops sandwiched. Well, let me show you how to meander. Have you done meandering? There for a while, I didn't have a way to do the quilting on it, so needless to say, I was having issues with it. I was having issues with it. Okay, so we're gonna pull this hoop out of here. Don't forget, if you have a magnetic hoop, make sure that you use this. So, thank you. I very appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Cynthia. Okay. So we're going to take this, like I said, make sure on your magnetic hoop you keep this because is that stippling. Barb, so yeah, the meander, stippling, I think it's the same thing. I think it's the same. Meandering, I always say it wrong. So I make up words, I think. I make up words, so. But that's the nice thing about having that thing in the middle of it. You pop it out easier. So, okay. So, let me change my machine. We all do, right, Elaine? I'm telling you. It's like, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm going to pronounce it however I want to, Sue. But, thank you very much for the gifts, y'all. Thanks for the gifts. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know why that did that. We're going to add one crazy one on there. There he is. There he is. Confirm. I tried to update this a minute ago. It did not update, so we're going to see if we can update it again. We're going to find out. We are going to find out. Confirm. Confirm. Update. Okay. Why is it not update? Okay. I don't know. It's not working. Who knows? Who knows? Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, so on the embroidery foot. So if you don't know how to turn on, you got to drop the feed dog on your machine when you're doing the embroidery. So on there, you have this little foot. It's got that open toe on it. Open toe on there. You'll see the open toe on that. So this is the foot that you're gonna need to go on the machine. So let me show you. Let me show you how. You come back over here, and I'm gonna show y'all. Let me see if I can get you here. I want to show y'all exactly how on the machine. So we're gonna say okay. We're gonna return, delete. We're gonna go back home. We're going to go back home and we're going to go over to sewing. So it's going to kick that embroidery all the way over there. So, and then on here, so we're doing it. So when you're quilting, it's just a straight stitch, y'all. It's just a straight stitch. Can y'all see? I think you can. So we're going to come over here and you're going to see this open toe. Same thing, as you can see. Same thing on that. So if you click that, it's going to drop the feed dog down. It's going to drop those feed dog down. So that is the stitch that we're going to use. Anytime you're doing quilting, that is the stitch that you'll use on there. So we're going to move over here. Move over here. I'm going to take that screwdriver. So whenever you're putting a foot on your machine, I always use a screwdriver. And the way I use the screwdriver is a light cinch. A light cinch, not a tight one. Because you hand tighten it with your hand, and then you take that screwdriver and just cinch it just a little bit, just enough to make it where it's not going to come loose. Because as you're stitching, that thing will sit there and move like crazy, and when you're moving like crazy, it'll come loose. And if it comes too loose, it'll end up breaking that needle. It'll break the needle or bust the thread. You'll end up with loose stitches. So many different things on there. So many different things. We're going to use white bobbin because the backing of this quilt is white. I usually try to use the same color of bobbin as the back of the quilt. The same color of bobbin as the back of the quilt. So we're going to use, thinking, how about we have some fun? How about we have some fun with some variegated? So I'm thinking, let me see what color, we're going to see what color the front of this quilt is. So the back of the quilt has got, so it's got unicorns on it. It's got the unicorns on here. So we're going to see what the front of this quilt is. What's pink? Pinks. That's pinks. This is the front of this quilt. And you see the unicorns? You see the fun unicorns on there? So this is the quilt you have. Garden gloves, y'all. Get you some garden gloves from the dollar store, Ace Hardware, something. That way you can use those. So we're going to use a variegated thread on here. We're going to use a variegated thread. I got white thread on the back. I'm going to stitch this. I set my machine to medium speed. I set the machine to a medium speed on there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put these gloves on. And the gloves help you hold on to the fabric. Help you hold on to the fabric as you're quilting, y'all. So I do not use a foot pedal. I do not use a foot pedal. I just use the start and stop on your machine. I use the start and stop on this machine. So, and I don't start in the middle either. I start on an edge. I start on an edge and work my way down. I'll work my way down here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw, y'all. We are gonna draw with this machine. So I'm gonna move you over just a little bit. So we're gonna draw a little bit with this. So if you ever took and doodled, this is what you're gonna do. So we're gonna go ahead and hit start. And I'm just gonna start moving that fabric. And you're like, oh hey. And you try and move it the same all the way around. So we're going to do a bigger, we're not going to do it too small. And don't overthink it. Do not overthink it. Just sit there and it's like you're drawing. Literally like you're drawing. So and you can use any kind of design you want. I mean, it's up to you what you want it to look like. If you want straight lines, you can do straight lines. If you want loops, you can do loops. If you want curves, you can do curves. However you want it. There's no really right or wrong way. It's just, it's your quilt. However you want to quilt it, that's how you can quilt it. So. And I will miss your comments on this because I won't be able to, I can't look at comments and answer. So after we get done, you can ask me comments there. This will make your arms tired, y'all. This will make your arms tired. Just drawing with that needle. Just drawing with the needle, y'all. We're going to turn. We're going to turn a little bit. Make sure we're doing good on the back. Make sure we're doing good on the back. Yep, we're good. We are good. We are good. Okay. That way. We want to turn that way. No, we don't want to turn that way. Turn this way. Turn this way. My arms are hurting watching me. Yeah, I'll tell you, it can get tiring, I'll tell you. It makes you say thank you to the embroidery machine, because it's like, hey, you're doing all the work for me. You're doing all the work for me there, so. that was good. I sewed my glove. Sewed my glove. Good thing it was my glove and not my finger, huh? Back here. Got the back out. It'd be a little easier if this was a taller table and I could see exactly what I was stitching, but that's okay. We're almost done, guys. We're almost to the end. right. Shall we see what it looks like? Shall we see what it looks like? I'll tell you. I gotta take a drink of coffee right quick. I gotta take a drink of coffee. Okay. Here we go, guys. Let's see. What way's up? What way's up? Okay. She's all quilted. She is all quilted. All quilted. I threw... Hey, Cassie! I threw... Almost thinking that was easier than trying to... Thank you, I appreciate that. All of it's done, yes, all of it's done. So, that went fairly quickly. Thank you, Cassie. I heard you've made some quilts, too. You're going to have to share, Cass. I talked to John yesterday, and he was saying that you made quilts. So, I want to see them. I want to see them. So, anyways, yes. So, y'all, we've got 3 quilts done. So, let's look at what we've got done so far. So, we have this one done. And y'all, do you see the unicorns? See what's on these unicorns? They're quilted unicorns. Oh, you're very welcome. You are very welcome. That's what I'm here for. I love to help y'all out. I love to help y'all out. Okay, so we have that one done. We have got the Highland cow. We have got the Highland cow done. And these guys are cute too. These guys are cute too. How cute are these guys? How cute are these guys? So, I got that one done this morning. So that's 2. We've also got, we've been busy this morning, and it's only 7 o'clock. It is only 7 o'clock. So, and then we did the Hulk. We got the Hulk done too. So, y'all, we're on a roll. We are on a roll. How cool is that? The AI is going over there on that one. So, right? Is that not cool? So they're actually transfers that you add to. Let me see if I can grab one here. See if I can grab one. We'll grab one of these guys. So this is a transfer. So it's actual. You actually take and you put it. It's like what's on my shirt. It's like what's on my shirt. So you put it on the fabric. And because I was sitting there thinking, I was like, why can't we use these on quilts? Why can't we use these on quilts? Because it gives a whole nother outlook on what you can do with a quilt. So, needless to say, I started having fun with these. This morning, I had fun with the chicken. Isn't she cute? She's hilarious. She's hilarious. She's like, yep, I'm sassy. I'm sassy. So, anyways, how fun. How fun. So, send me a message. I can give you all the information for it if you want. So, right? Is that not cute? I was like, I love chickens. I love chickens. So, you got to have fun with the chickens. You got to have fun with the chickens. They're fun. So, thank you, Cynthia. Thank you. Okay. So, y'all, we still have a couple more quilts to do. Shall we freehand another one? Why not? We can freehand another one. Freehanding goes fairly quickly. Y'all, I have 6 quilts that I got to get done today. 6 quilts that I got to get done today. So, stop tracking me. Okay. All right. Let me go grab 2. We got 2 more. I still have one that I got to get pieced too. I got one that I got to get pieced. But let's do another one. We've got 3. I'm excited. We've gotten 3 done. We're further along than I thought we'd be at this time. Further along than I thought we'd be. I grabbed the other 2. So, like I said, I still got, can you show how I slow the machine when sewing? Oh my gosh, Barb, Margaret, over here on YT, so when you're doing the embroidery machine, if you hold it down when you start it, it actually will stitch slow until you let go of that thing. So, that worked out really well. That worked out really well. So everyone loves the cows, right, Jennifer? So thank you. I appreciate it. And again, thanks for hanging out on Christmas. Thanks for hanging out on Christmas. And we need some more coffee. Good morning, Susan. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. Okay, so now we're gonna do the A for Adley. We're gonna do the A for Adley, I think. We are gonna do the A for Adley. So the A for Adley. Where are we at here? I think this. Yep, this is the A for Adley. So this quilt is this one, guys. So this one's got, yeah, we're going to go ahead and do this one. We're going to have a hot Christmas. It's supposed to be 82 today. Nice. I'm getting close. I got 3 more to go. 3 more to go. So, well, we have 2 more to get quilted, and then I got to get one stitch. Y'all, I'm trying to get 6 quilts completed today. So shorts and sandals, right, Cynthia? Shorts and sandals. You're in Florida, right, Irie? You are in Florida. Merry Christmas, New Jersey. Where are we all at? Like I said, I'm in Arizona. Where are we all at this morning? Thinking we're going to use the same color of thread and bobbin here. Thread and bobbin. So we are going to... This one's a little bigger, but we're going to do it. We are going to do it. Is that not cute? How cute is that? Cute is that? Cute, cute, cute. We're giving my arms a break for a minute. Merry Christmas, South Carolina. Merry Christmas, South Carolina. And I think I was showing earlier. So I have a quilt that I'm going to be doing. Anybody ever, so this isn't the one we're doing, but anybody ever take, and so I used to do it with a light box, but I took and decided to print it on fabric paper. So I printed a coloring page on fabric paper. And then you take crayons and you color it. And then you take that iron, you put a piece of fabric on top of it, and you heat set that iron in. Heat set the colors in so it stays. And then you create a quilt out of it. So I yesterday had fun on ChatGPT. So I was like, create me some images with cactuses. So needless to say, these are the ones. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. So next week, we're going to be doing this on Wednesday. I think I decided we were going to do this Wednesday. So I have all these. I got to get them colored by then. That means I got to do some coloring. So I did these. And like I said, this is fabric paper. So we'll be pulling the fabric off of these. I got to get them colored. So what I'll do is I'll probably get them all colored. I won't do anything with them until our live. So next Wednesday, we'll be doing this quilt. So I'll get all these colored, and then we'll on the live, I'll show you how to set those crayons into the fabric so they don't come off when you wash them. So, but these all just turned out so cute, y'all. Crayola crayons. You just color them with crayons. I used to do these with like a light box. So yeah, just color them with crayons. So, but isn't it cute? I'm gonna have so much fun with it. This one's gonna be cool because I'm gonna color that caterpillar green with the cactuses, and yeah, these are gonna be fun. If I can finish it, this one's not going on there. This one's a different one. This one's not going on there. But y'all, they're gonna be fun. So I have 3 that are not a part of it. So I may have some fun with these. So, but anyways, I think we're gonna, like I said, I will get these colored. And then on Wednesday, we will be doing that. So tomorrow we need to figure out our schedule for next week. Because I think one of the other things we're going to do next week is we're going to do this 3D bear. Because created the applique for it. Created the applique. I have the little thing that's going to make it pop out. And then I have all these little flowers that we're gonna make it 3D. I'm trying to decide. I need to do a butterfly or I was thinking of a bee, but maybe a butterfly. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, sorry, I was taking a break. We had to take a break here. So, all right. So now we're gonna start quilting again. We are gonna start quilting again. Hey, Deidre, how are you this morning? Good morning. Good morning. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Cynthia. Good morning, Georgia. Good morning, everybody. So, okay. So, we've got 3 quilts quilted. Yes, sew retreat. I can fill you guys on the retreat. So let me grab my pieces, and because we're doing a virtual sewing retreat through Zoom at the end, or at the 1st of February. So what's the dates? 6th and 7th. I think it's the 6th and 7th. Thank you for your help, Cynthia. Somebody's got to keep me in track. Cynthia keeps me in track here, y'all. So in February 6th and 7th, I'm going to be doing a virtual retreat, and I'm going to do it on Zoom. And with it being on Zoom, the nice thing is I'll be able to see your guys' side too if you open your camera up. That way I can see what you're working on, if you need help with the stitching, if you need help with your sewing machine, or just to share what you're doing. You know, share with everybody on the live with what you're doing. So, which is kind of cool. It makes it kind of cool on there. So, first day. So, like I said, it's a 2-day virtual retreat. You will get a recording of the lives. It's going to go from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. So it's going to be an all-day, 2-day virtual retreat. So first day, you're going to learn how to do that abstract. You're going to learn how to do abstract on that first day. You'll make a mug rug. You'll make a card. And I'll send you what you need as far as supplies and stuff go. You'll make a hot pad. You'll make a placemat. We'll just have fun. Get you comfortable that first day on you doing abstract. Just getting you comfortable that first day on getting the abstract going. The second day on abstract, you're going to do a quilt. And I promise you'll finish it. You will finish that quilt. So, and it's just going to be a lap quilt. Just a lap quilt. So, as you see this, so this was stitched in 2 hours, y'all. This was stitched in 2 hours. Granted, I went back and did some quilting on it, as you can see. And I can show y'all, anybody that does have a embroidery machine, I will show y'all how to do that too. So, but this is what you're going to do it's just abstract. There's really no pattern. There's really no pattern to it. You just find something fun, some fun fabrics, and then bring a jelly roll or some 2.5-inch strips. And because what we're going to do is we're going to be you're going to start more or less in the center of it, and you're going to grow out from that. You're going to grow out from that and just add stuff to it. So, and then I'll show you how to do binding. I'll show you how to do the binding on there and everything too. So, but anybody interested, shoot me a message. Shoot me a message. I can give you the information on it. So, yes, get your scraps ready, right, Cynthia? Get your scraps ready, because we're going to have some fun. We are going to have some fun. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun. Like I said, it's going to be on Zoom. So the nice thing is with it being on Zoom, you know, like I said, you're going to be able to share with what you're doing, and if you have questions or need help or whatever. So, on that. So, okay. So, let's quilt this next quilt. I have to say, I had fun doing that one. That was fun. That was fun. Okay. So, we're going to do same thing on this one. We're going to do freehand again. We're going to do freehand on this one. It went so quick, you know. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Okay. So, back to the sewing machine. Back to the sewing machine. And like I said, I think we're just going to use the same thing. Turn that off. Go back that way. Back over this way. Okay. So, get your gloves out. Get your gloves out. Like I said, these are just like garden gloves. And you don't have to buy the quilting gloves. I mean, you can if you want to, but they're kind of pricey sometimes. So I just use garden gloves. I just use garden gloves. So I'm going to pull this through here. Pull this through here. Okay. This one's going to be a little harder because it's a little bigger. It's a little bit bigger. Like I said, I start on a corner. Some people start in the middle. Some people start in the middle. I like to start on the corner and just work my way over. Way over the quilt. So, and as you've seen from the last one, it quilted out okay. It did quilt out okay. So, okay. So, let's go ahead and start stitching on this one. And I have my machine set to medium. And I don't use a foot. I just use the start and stop on it. So, we're just going to start going here. Color of the thread just goes right along with that fabric, and you can't almost see where you're stitched. Makes it kind of hard. I can't see. Your arms get tired when doing this, guys. I'll tell you. Like I said, the quilt gets heavy. The more it's quilted, it's like joining all three of those pieces of fabric together. And with it joining all three of those pieces of fabric together, it makes that quilt heavy. Makes that quilt heavy, so. So who's ever still hanging out, thanks. I appreciate it. I can't see you, but... Okay. I gotta take a break, guys. Woo! Good morning, Miss Anna. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. I think it's heavy. Heavy, heavy. Heavy, heavy. Thanks for joining. Morning. How's Jeanette? How's Jeanette this morning? Jeanette, we're on the 4th quilt. We are on the 4th quilt this morning. We're going to get this one quilted, and then we're going to go back to the embroidery machine and quilt one more. Thinking it's almost 8 o'clock. turn it around the other way. We're on the last row. We're on the last row. Okay, I've had my workout for the day, guys. I've had my workout for the day. Woo! Let's see. Where's... Y'all, it's quilted. Yeah! Is the free motion faster or slower than an... faster. It's faster, Jeanette. It is faster. Okay. So, she's all quilted. She is all quilted. Nice. Nice. All quilted. So that's what? 4. That's 4, guys. That's 4 quilts down. Okay, so next one. Dinosaur quilt. Dinosaur quilt. Tell you, how did I get in this situation where I had so many? So one more is ready to quilt. One more is ready to quilt. We still need to piece the other one. So we'll look at this one. And I'm thinking, so this is the one. This one's cute. This one's cute. So I'm thinking we're going to do dinosaur, guys. Dinosaur. What do you think, guys? In the hoop? Shall we do another in the hoop? This one is... Because I was thinking on this one we do a... Do they get a new quilt every year? Cynthia, no. I try to think of things to get them. Last year, the DJs didn't get in the hoop. Yeah, give my arms a break. I'm like, DJ's kids didn't get a new one last year. Damon's kids got a quilt last year, I believe, but they asked for another one this year. If they ask for them, I'll give them a quilt. So otherwise, I have to figure out what I'm going to make. Otherwise, I have to, because I've always made it the rule that homemade. We'll do homemade. So, oh man, my arms are tired. My arms are tired. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and we're going to use white thread on this one too. We're going to use white thread. White thread. White thread. So I'm thinking we're going to use the kind of a same one we did on the Hulk one. The same quilting we did on that Hulk one. I tell you, pre-wound bobbins. Finding the end on pre-wound bobbins sometimes can be fun. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Oh. Come on. I may grab a different one. Sometimes I'll just go grab another one. I'm like, all right, I can't find it on that one. Huh. See, sometimes you find it right away. They are hard to find. They are hard to find. Sometimes you find it right away, and sometimes you're like, yep. So, the ends are able to, yeah, I know, right? So we're going to hoop this one. So I have the dinosaur one, and then after I get done quilting the dinosaur one, we're going to go back over to the sewing machine. If you guys want to still hang out with me, you're welcome to hang. Just let me know. If you're done hanging out, let me know. I'll hop off. I'll hop off and I'll sew by myself. I don't mind. But I still have the 6th one. The 6th. Yeah, we're on the 5th quilt. How did we do that already? We're on the 5th quilt quilting it. I think we're doing pretty good. I think we're doing pretty good. Merry Christmas, Jen. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you. Okay, so now we're going to go back over to the embroidery. Miss Debbie gave me this shirt. Is that not fun? It's like, I'm okay, really. I promise I'm okay, so. It's kind of fun. It's a fun shirt. A fun shirt, so. Right, actually, I think I did a quilt square. Did we do I think we did think we did. Hold on. No, that was a different one. I was going to say, I was thinking we did a quilt square out of it. No, we did. We did. Did we do? No, we didn't. Okay, so I was having fun with this one the other day. The other day we did, I was showing y'all how to do t-shirts. So this one was kind of fun too. Shirts are they have a lot of sewing shirts out there that are a lot of fun. So, but t-shirt quilts, y'all. T-shirt quilts. If you want to do a t-shirt quilt, get your t-shirt quilts out there. So, right? And this is the t-shirts are the one that I was using. Somebody was asking earlier on the stabilizer. So that's what I use the stabilizer on, as a t-shirt. Can I use my heat press with them on the t-shirts or on the transfers? To use your heat press on the transfers, just make sure you put a piece of paper or something over the top of that transfer. Yeah, totally. You can use a heat transfer on that. Just make sure that when you pull that off and then you press it, because you got to press it again that second time. Because on the transfers, where are they at here? Hold on, let me show you. So the first time you press, you can just put it directly on the fabric and use the press. After you do that, you pull that other piece off of there. Once you pull that other piece off of there, put another piece of fabric over the top of the transfer and repress that again. Because you want to, that sets it into the fabric. That way it doesn't come off. So, transfers, y'all. Is that one not fun? These are hilarious. I'm loving the transfers. No, I haven't had an issue with them. I have not had an issue with them. So, the transfers are like these. So they're actual, right? You gotta have hot cocoa. So yeah, no, they're good. So they are good. Okay, back over to the sewing machine. We gotta keep going, y'all. We're doing good. We've done 4. Thanks for hanging out with 4 of them. So let's come back over this way. I'm going to stop tracking. We're going to come that way. Okay, so we're going to come back over here. So first thing we got to do is we got to remove the free motion foot. We got to remove that free motion foot and put that other foot back on there. I'm thinking I'm going to use that variegated purple and green, y'all. The purple and green variegated. We're going to have some fun with the purple and green, I think. Pick you up. Come back here. Go home. Embroider. And the embroider drops the feed dog too. That embroidery drops that feed dog too. So. I think I have another one on there I have not used yet. I think the other one we haven't used yet is the hoop. There's just the loops. Bubbles. I think it's bubbles. Bubbles. We're going to do bubbles. This one's bubbles. Bubbles sound good with the, what do you call it? Dinosaurs. With the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. These are cute dinosaurs. Cute dinosaurs, y'all. Okay. That way. We're going to start on the other side this time. And I have purple and green variegated we're going to use. Purple and green variegated. Bottom is good. Messed up. Messed the hooping up. There. Get back on there. Good, good. Good, good. Okay, so we want to put purple. Ah! Get back up there. Get back up there. I forget when it does that projector, it puts the thing down. How did you baste when you were doing the free motion? I didn't baste. I did not baste. Probably a good idea to baste with spray. Probably a good idea to baste with spray, but I didn't because I hadn't really planned on doing free motion. But if you're doing free motion, I would recommend using like a 505. If you use your 505, it helps when you're doing the free motion. So that way everything stays together. But I just had to hold it. I had to hold it a little bit more. That way it stayed. That way it stayed. Okay. So now we're going to do loops. Yeah, I put one in there. It's like, did I put one in there? So this is the last one I have stitched together. You're welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. So yeah, this is the last one I have stitched together. After I get this one done, I gotta go piece another one. And this one's doing stitching out bubbles. Stitching out bubbles. Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. Aren't those dinosaurs the cutest? They're just cute dinosaurs. Right, Irie? Is it not cute? It's just the cutest little thing. Are you going to bind the... Yeah, I have to, Cynthia. I got to get them all done today. Hey, we're having a lot of little babies around here, and you're giving me... Awesome, Irie. Awesome. You should do one of the coloring ones. You should do one of the coloring ones. I got a baby quilt that I got to get done. So we may be doing a baby quilt on one of our lives. Because I have an order for a baby quilt. No, Cynthia. No. I don't think that one's happening. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that done this year. That may be an after Christmas thing. Because I'm going to try and deliver these Saturdays, so. It's my goal anyways. This time we're going to go down instead of... that way. Oops. It does cut the thread automatically. It does cut the thread automatically. You can actually turn that off if you want, but makes it where you don't have to go snip all those, yeah, right? It makes it where you don't have to go snip all those pieces of threads when it moves or whatever, so. It's a wish list item, yeah. Took me a lot of years. Took me a lot of years to acquire the machine, I'll tell you. These are just the cutest dinosaurs. They are just the cutest dinosaurs, y'all. Suzanne, they're just I haven't measured them. So I don't know the exact size of them. I'm saying 50 by 60 maybe. They're just lap quilts. Not really big. You were sad when you had to put your gnome one away? I loved that gnome quilt. That one's cool. I'm glad you like it, Suzanne. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to take a break for a little bit. I'm going to call my kids, tell them Merry Christmas. Thank y'all for joining. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I greatly appreciate it. We quilted. We're on the 5th quilt now, so lots of fun. I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. Once I get all these done, I'll do a video and show y'all all of the finished quilts. So hopefully I'll get them all finished today. So that is my plan. That is my plan. So, but anyways, thank you again for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it. You are very welcome, Sharon. You're very welcome. Like I said, if you're not giving me a follow, Merry Christmas to you, Miss Cassie. If you're not giving me a follow, give me a follow. I will be on tomorrow morning. I'm not sure what we're doing tomorrow morning. We may have some fun. Who knows? Thanks, Barb. Anyways, give me a follow, and I will see y'all tomorrow morning. And everybody have a very, very Merry Christmas and a safe Merry Christmas if you are traveling. So, all right. Hugs to you guys. Hugs to you.